Thanks for jumping on the Zoom tonight, you guys. We appreciate it. We've got some good information coming up. So I'm going to sound like a broken record. Please take notes, grab a pen, a piece of paper, or take notes on your computer, however you like to do it. That's great. Again, we're going to have some great stuff. So we're going to hear from two of my very favorite people in Sukavu. So it's going to be really good. And again, thanks for jumping on the Zoom tonight. We have some great information. And if you jumped on the call on Saturday, let me just say, a lot of that stuff kind of goes over my head. I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world, nor am I hopefully not the dumbest guy in the world. However, there's a lot of really, really intricate information on those calls. So the great news is if you have people in the medical field, friends, family members, whoever it may be, that are doctors or nurses or therapists or whatever, they can jump on those calls and they can get what they need to be able to understand what happens with our products and how it works with our bodies and how it affects our endocannabinoid system. So it's really informative. And sometimes it's good for lay persons such as myself to jump on there and just listen, because I catch every few words, and it's pretty awesome. The more you listen to it, the more you understand. So it's really good. I'm going to introduce, first of all, we're going to hear from Zane. Again, one of my favorite people in Sukavu. And let me just tell you, I'm so super thankful for Zane and what he has done with our products and with the company. And we're blessed to actually hear from him. So I'm excited about that. He's going to give us some great information. And again, you guys, you couldn't hear from a better person about our products and about the exciting things that are coming up. So we're super excited about it. And then to round out the call, we're going to hear from Kevin, of course, and it's going to be an amazing call. I'm excited to hear from Kevin as well. He's one of those guys that as you get to know him, he's even a better person than you would imagine. Super nice, super smart, and knows exactly what he's talking about. He's going to talk a little bit about marketing and help us round out the call. So I'm excited for that. Thanks for jumping on the call, and I'm going to hand it off to Zane. So Zane, it's all
Thanks,
you.
Keith. Thank you. To make sure I am not muted. That's good. Thank you, Keith. Always a pleasure. Here's the cool part. We get to hang out and work a lot. Keith, fantastic friend, but also business partner and an expert at this business. He has the expertise that I do not have when it comes to building mail or building teams. Excuse me, building. I read Kevin. I read that the checks in the mail, and then I said building. Anyway, okay. So I apologize. My squirrel kicked in right there. But thank you, Keith. We appreciate everybody. We've got a fantastic team, and you guys are obviously a huge part of that. So let me get into a little bit of housekeeping, and to touch on a little bit about what Keith said. The Saturday calls are awesome. If you're not getting on them and getting people on them, I think that's a mistake personally, but totally up to you. We had between 45 and 55 people from all over the world on the Saturday call. We had probably the leading endocrinologist in America, maybe the world, who knows. She's Harvard trained. All the residents report to her. Dr. Liddy was the presenter on Saturday, and I thought she did a great job. Yeah, some of it's up here, but at the end of the day, you have a doctor, a Harvard trained doctor, telling the people on the call, this is the product I take. This is what I've experienced. I've lost 6 pounds. I mean, she even said that I've lost 6 pounds. I have my people take this. If you're struggling with diabetes, you should take the Sukavu, the Nox, you should take the protein, you should take the drops. I mean, she's literally telling the people on Saturday, this is what you should do. That's not us saying it as reps. This is a respected, incredible doctor. And if you want your people to hear a doctor tell them that our products are the best, they should be on the calls on Saturday. So I think it's just a great opportunity. These are doctors too that we are working on trying to not only we're doing stuff for them, but we want them to come and be here and speak at our fall harvest. Rosa, who's made the introductions, we've talked about that. We want them to come and train, because as much as I can say it, I don't have the DR in front of my name, right? I'm not a doctor. And so when they say it, it just holds more weight, bottom line. Plus, it's awesome when they go in and they talk about how our products work for this disease or this thing. And from the beginning, we've always said that's what we want to be. We want to be recognized by the medical field as people who are creating products that help with chronic illness and disease. So Saturday call is great. We're going to continue to do these every Saturday. We're going to continue to discuss things like weight loss. We're going to discuss things like heart disease. We're going to discuss things like diabetes. And here's the cool thing. We as a company, I can't come on and say, hey, this is great for diabetes. I mean, there's some issues with that. But if I've got a doctor who comes on and says, these are the products that I'm taking that I recommend people take for diabetes, they can say it all day long where I can't. So it's super powerful and a great opportunity to not only hear from doctors, but just to learn the science behind it too. Not that you need to understand all the science. I tell people all the time, I don't understand electricity completely. I don't understand how the electrons move through the copper wire, but I know when I flip the switch, the lights come on, and that's what I need to know. And really that's what you need to know, is that the products work, which I believe we do know. So it's a great opportunity. We're going to build that. From the day one, we said we're going to get to 20 people, and then 30 people, then 50 people, then 100 people, and then 200 people, and we'll continue to grow those Saturday calls. So if you can't get on, I know not everybody can get on at that time. So we get it, and we record them, and we're actually going to be doing some marketing with those. So that leads me to the second thing of tonight. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is that we've attracted some talent. People that are being attracted to our business for several reasons. One, obviously the products are really good. Two, we have an exciting compensation plan. We really do have a great compensation plan, and I'm going to touch on that in just a minute. But we've attracted a gal. I'll tell you, her name is Corey. She's owned a successful mortgage business for over 17 years, had offices in Utah, Idaho, and Oregon. She worked with Larry King for 3 years on a new TV show, which they sold to the History Channel through marketing campaigns. She's worked with a bunch of celebrities in LA building their social marketing audience using digital marketing. She was hired by a startup network marketing company that had 0 distributors and built the entire network in the first 6 months throughout the US and Hawaii and Canada using marketing videos and promos. She actually joined the business. She joined our company, and on Wednesday, so 2 nights from now, she is going to do a training. She's going to just show you what she is doing to market her business digitally online. There's no charge, there's nothing. It's free. You want to go learn. She's just going to host a video. That's not how you have to do this business. But here's somebody who said she's done network marketing very successfully. She just said, I want to offer up my knowledge and expertise. It's going to be available, and I'll do a call on Wednesday night. That's going to be Wednesday night at 7 Mountain Standard Time. We'll send an invite and we'll get you the information. Her name's Corey. She just got attracted to our company because she loved the products and she loved the compensation plan, and she thought it was really cool. She also is really good for people who said, I've talked to my friends and family. Maybe I don't know how to market, but I wouldn't mind learning how to market better online, maybe what to post or what to do. As you guys know, that is not my strength, but we're grateful we've attracted some talent that can do that. Third thing, which actually I have 4 things. The third thing I want to talk about is the compensation plan. So I'm going to actually share my screen, and let me see if I can share it and pull it up. This is just the graphic. This is in your back office, and this is just the first part. So one of the things that we tell our potential friends or our potential customers is that we pay them to browse, right? We pay them to browse, we pay them to shop, and they can cash out that money. So a couple of things needs to happen. And this is a little bit screwy, and we're working on it, but there's a couple issues with the programming, which, trust me, we're trying to fix as fast as we can. But if somebody comes on, and I'm going to see if I can pull up I wish I could. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Hopefully you can. If they sign up as a customer. So the first thing they ask to do is they're asked to set up an account. And the reason that we have them set up an account is because we actually pay them. And if they refer other people, they get paid as well. So in order for us to drop $5 into their account, into their back office, we ask them right when they log on just to put in some information. And one of the issues, and Tammy can jump on and discuss this too, one of the issues that we're noticing is when people try to do it from their cell phone, they miss something. Usually they miss their social security number or they miss something. And if they miss it, when they go to check out, it'll say, you're missing a field. And then if you go back and add that field, then when you go to check out, what happens is it'll come up and it'll say that username is already used. And it's a really big pain in the neck, especially with the cell phones. And we know that. We've got our tech team working on that. But we know it's going to take a little bit for them to make it more user-friendly on the phone. So here's what I'm going to just tell you. And I think so much of it is how we present it to the customer. Is just to let them know, hey, here's the great thing about Sukabu. And it is great. We want to pay you to browse. Just to go on our website and check stuff out, we want to pay you. We'll put $5, go in and create an account, and we put $5 in your account, and we drop $5 in your account immediately, just for setting up an account and then going and browsing and looking. And then when you go to check out, you've got $5 in your account already. And so far, my experience has been when I tell them that, it's going to take a second. You have to get set up, just like, you know, if you set up a rewards account with Macy's or with Dick's Sporting Goods or with American Airlines, you know, they want your information so they know exactly who's going to get the rewards. But since we pay them to browse, since we actually dump $5 in their account just for going and checking out our site, as soon as they set up the account, that money gets dumped in. Tammy, am I saying that correct? I believe I said that right.
Yep, sounds good.
So what I've done is I've changed the way I talk to a potential customer or somebody. I get excited. I tell them about the products, how amazing they are. But then I say, here's the really cool thing about Sukabu. The cool thing is when you go online, first thing I'm going to ask you is just set up an account so that we can put money in your account. That way, when you check out, that money can be applied towards your purchase, your first purchase. And when they do that, and I tell them, if you're going to do it from your phone, especially, just make sure you fill out every field, fill everything out. It's really easy to do if you're on a laptop or computer. But from their phone, sometimes you have to kind of scroll a little bit and you might miss something. So just tell them, you know, it's going to ask for all your information, because look, as a customer, they can actually cash that money out. So, you know, if they start building up money, they can request a check and cash the money out, just like you guys can. And they don't have to sign up to be a rep or anything like that. So in order to put the $5 into the system, which is the way that our system is programmed, we've told them, we give you $5 to browse. In order to put that in, they have to set up an account first. Now, that may change in the future. We may say, oh, they don't have to set up an account, and we'll figure out a way to do it after. But a big push for us has been, go to our website and just check it out, and we'll put money in your account just for checking it out, which we think is pretty cool. So as the way it's programmed today, they have to fill out their information first, and then it dumps $5 in their account, and then they can go in and shop and do or whatever, and then that's applied to their first order. Okay, so
that's only for retail customers.
Only for retail customers. Yeah, for preferred customers, and they still fill it out beforehand, but the $10 goes in after. Now, again, we knew going into this, and we said this, we launched the new software in May. And a lot of this is because of you guys, actually, which we're so thankful for, right? I took a couple emails and phone calls, and a couple people on this call can testify to this, because it was 1:30 in the morning and we were up at night, we were working, we were trying to figure some stuff out. And so if you see something weird or something's not quite working right, let us know. Again, I'm not a tech guy, but we pay tech people and they're working on it. So we're trying to make it as smooth as possible so that people can check out really quickly and easily. And we're just trying to make that a smooth transition, okay? But that's I think that's one of the best things that we can tell people is, look, we just want to pay you to browse. Go check out our site. We're gonna log in, you set up an account, and we put money in your account to start. And then of course, if they want to become a preferred customer and get a bigger cash reward, they can. And then of course, if they want to become a rep, they even get more. So we're very, very excited about that. I'll stop sharing that. But but a big part of that is the way that we're presenting that to the customers, because we've got some new customers that are coming on that, it's kind of, it actually, from a computer screen, it's really easy to fill out the information and do it. I've done it many times actually with customers. I just get on, fill it out. It's pretty easy to do. But from your phone, sometimes it's hard. And the tricky thing, and we're working on this, is that if they miss one field, when they go to check out, it pops up and says, there's an error on this field missing. So then they go back and fill it out. Then they go to check out and it pops up and says that username already exists. So that's we're working on it. So that's something that we figured out. It's a glitch in the system, and our tech teams, we're working on fixing that. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to be in the Maryland area on the 23rd of this month. And I would love, when I'm out there, if there's a time in Boston or anywhere that you guys want to get together, the 22nd, the 24th, I would love to come see anybody that we could see. I'm setting up some dates right now. I've got a couple people in Texas that have asked me to come there. I'm really hopeful I get to go to Minnesota. Dada, that's you. Because I love Minnesota, although it's hotter than Hades right now. But I really want to get to Minnesota, and there's lots and lots of ways to do this business. But at the end of the day, we have to get the message out in front of people. And so I know I've had some people reach out and say, hey, what can we do? Can we get you to come to Florida? Can I get you to come to Boston? Can I get you to come to Maryland? Can I get you? I'll be in Ohio. I'm going to Cincinnati in September. I'd love to come and talk to people, to set up a booth, to give out samples, to do whatever we can, because when we get people to try our products, they become customers. And once they become customers and have a great experience, oftentimes they become reps. I know Rosa is on here tonight. I know in the last, I think 20, 30 days, she's had like 12 people who've all started out as customers that have all joined the business and become reps because they tried the product, they love the product, and they're like, hey, this is a pretty great product. What can I do to sign up as a representative? So we're going to continue to grow. That's our motto for October 8th and 9th. Let's grow. We are selling tickets like crazy. We actually have a lot of people from out of the country coming in. We've got people all over the place that are coming to that event. So it's going to be a great event. You're going to learn a ton. We always do the same thing. I'm going to introduce a couple new products. I'm not going to say what they are because I always get in trouble and say, let's spoil it, but we're going to introduce a few new products in October, which will be great products. We're going to introduce you to some key leaders and some key people that are on our scientific panel that you'll get a chance to hear from. So you'll get tons of training. We're going to continue to bring in great people to educate and help grow this business. That's our motto for this time. Let's grow. We're at the point where we're ready to let's grow. We will fix bugs. I'm grateful to everybody that's letting me or Deshelle or Keith or Tammy or anybody know. Always reach out to support. If you notice something weird, if you're like, hey, my customer is struggling with this or this is happening, we're going to try to just smooth out the process to continue to make it better and better. I think the back office looks amazing. Our videos are being updated and they're being edited. So we're continuing to work on editing like I said, we got some professional guys that came in. And yeah, there's tons and tons of social media documents in the back office as well that you guys can use. So a lot of information there, and we're going to continue to go. With that, I think that covers kind of the housekeeping stuff of just, hey, this is exciting. Your customers get paid. They get paid to shop. Your first level, think of it like this. If this was a straight network marketing, people can go in. I mean, you're getting between 20 and 25% off your first level, which is your customers, right? I mean, that's like freaking huge. That's just awesome. That is awesome. And as that grows and people continue to order, your money just gets bigger and bigger and better. And I don't really ever talk about that side of the business, but at the end of the day, we like to make money. I love it when people call me and say, hey, I made my car payment. I mean, I made enough to make my car payment. Or I made enough to make my house payment. Or I made enough to go on vacation. I mean, that's really cool. That's a great part of this is we get rewarded for sharing things that mean a lot to us. I love the medical side. I love that people are benefiting. I love the studies being done. We're working on a psychological stress, anxiety, depression study with some doctors, with Dr. Kamga. So we got a lot of things that are just going. It's just going well. Yeah, not perfect yet, but I think everybody on here, especially who've been with us, we know we do our best to make it right as quickly as possible. So Michelle asked a question about the testimonial page. And yes, it is the Sukavu YouTube page. Is that correct? Michelle's, she's typing. So I think she's maybe answering that question. But with that, I'm going to turn the time over to Kevin. Kevin and Steve, who's out of the country right now, actually came to us clear back in December, and we started working together, and they kind of helped us design the comp plan, helped us design all of this information, and continue to work on the marketing side. And so we're grateful to have them. They're working with me and the tech team to kind of sort out some of the bugs that we know are happening. And Kevin, grateful to have you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to let you finish this off.
Kevin, real quick before you get started, Michelle, are you asking about the Facebook page that was testimonials?
Yes.
Okay, so that was actually run by just a rep. That wasn't.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't us. So that's.
Okay.
But that's a good idea to create kind of a Sukavu
Yeah.
testimonial.
I think it would
page on
help to have
Facebook.
one.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's something okay.
All right. Well, appreciate you all being on here. When Keith informed me that I'd be trying to replace, and I said trying to replace Steve Jameson with the last word tonight, I by no means am I as articulate as Steve Jameson, and I'll try to do my best. But when I was looking it over and trying to think of something inspiring or something to bring to the group tonight, one thing I came across was a quote from Napoleon Hill. And I don't know if many of you realize who Napoleon Hill is or was. People regard him as probably one of the best self-help business authors ever. His book, Think and Grow Rich, is still one of the top 10 most read business books in the world. And it was published in 1937. So this quote that I'm going to pass on to you tonight, which probably a lot of you have already heard, but it's a good reminder, is one of those empirical truths that I like to talk about when it comes to business, especially. And this quote goes to the idea of, well, here's the quote: patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. So I want to tell you, Zane and the executives at Sukavu are the epitome of this. They haven't reached the success that they're wanting yet, but I can tell you their patience and persistence and perspiration are something that I see on a daily basis. And as you see that, you're seeing the rebirth of Sukavu. I mean, many of you on this call tonight have been with Sukavu for quite some time. And hats off to you for being patient, and hats off to you for being persistent. And now a lot of you, it's time to roll up those sleeves and perspire a bit more. And I look to people, and I think of you on the call, but I look at people that have recently joined us and are seeing a great success because they're applying principles that Napoleon Hill would put into play, and people like Rosa and Christy and others who are trying their best, Krista, to put together a business that has what I call mailbox money, right? So you've got this incredible combination of fantastic products. And I can talk to you about these fantastic products because I personally take them. I've passed them on to people that I know and trust that are in the nutritional business, that are not only in the direct selling business, but are outside the direct selling business. I've passed I passed trim on to, for example, to a former executive of a company called Metabolife. And Metabolife was probably one of the biggest successes in weight loss that this industry, the direct selling industry, has ever seen. And he tried it and he said, can I get some more? Where can I get this? And it's amazing because he texted me again today. Hey, I'm out. I'd like to buy some more. So I'm just telling you what Sukavu supplies, the idea of having amazing products with an amazing opportunity behind it. If you aren't taking advantage of this and doing something right now to tell your friends and family, to get them signed up, to change their lives, not only from a health standpoint, but also from a financial standpoint, you're missing the boat. Because I've not, in my years, not seen a better line of products than this company has put out there. And I'll tell you, I've worked with well over 24 direct selling nutritional companies, been the president of a couple of them. And I can tell you that what Sukavu supplies right now with their line is as good, if not better, than the majority of all of them that I've ever worked with. And the compensation plan is easy. It's about as easy as I've ever seen. You know, there's a lot of companies out there that flash dollar signs at you and say you can do this and that, and you can make, you know, you can make 6 figures within 3 months. And I'll call baloney on that, first of all. But this is a simple plan. This plan is you know, you follow the basics. You just, you know, start sharing the products with people. You utilize the system. And who's ever heard of, I mean, paying someone to come to your site and shop, and they're going to put $5 in that shopping cart for them to buy something. And then if they progress, they'll get more. You know, it's an amazing plan, and hats off to the Sukavu execs for putting this into play, because I'll tell you, whenever I show this to somebody, especially, again, financial experts that have been in the direct selling business for a long time and built a lot of compensation plans, they're really excited about this, because this is really where the marketplace is going. Because too many MLMs right now have too many convoluted, the young people especially, you know, the millennials that are coming up, and, you know, they're trying to fill the ranks and looking for ways to make additional income. And they don't like those plans. They shy away from them because they're too hard to understand. And you've got something really simple here. So again, what I'm going to say to you tonight is nothing rocket science, but it's something that you guys really ought to take a look at. And if I'm not doing something about this today, when am I going to get off my duff and do something about it today? Because obviously you people here tonight, it's changed your lives for the better, probably especially from a health standpoint. So why not share it? Why not tell other people about it? And then, because you're not doing anything but improving someone's life. And so open your mouth, share this with somebody, give them the link, tell them how it's changed your life, and use your personal testimony about the product, about what you've seen and what it's done for your life and how it's improved for you. Because I can tell you, it's improved mine. I know the difference. I can tell the difference when I take the product and when I don't. In fact, Tammy over the weekend, it was, you know, so nice of her to take my text on Tuesday and say, hey, I'm out of Knox and I really need to get some the first of the week. You know, can I come swing by the office? I'll pay for it right now and swing by the office and pick it up. And she was right there to help me. No problem. I mean, her willingness to help and take care of us is amazing. And that's what you'll find in every one of the execs. So again, tonight, folks, all I can tell you is, you know, the famous words of, you know, President Kennedy, if not now, when, right? So I just tell you, take this opportunity, because this company is going to go. And when it goes, you're going to be one of those people, if you didn't take advantage, you're going to say, woulda, coulda, shoulda. That's what I got tonight. Thanks, Zane. Thanks, Keith.
I'm going to unmute myself and say, thanks, Kevin. I want to just, if I can, I want to just talk really quickly about one other person. Sorry, I know that's a great ending, but I want to talk about Dada for just a second. Dada's on here tonight. I just want to show you what she's done a little bit. I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to go right to my desktop. I'm going to go right to here. This is the website. It's our website. And one of the things I appreciate that I think is really good, and I love this, is that people can go on, and she does this. She's got people that go on and they just order like a 5-day sample of the boost or the trim. And she gets them to order a sample because $9, $11. She said, look, just order this. The samples come. And within a day or two of using the samples, they're ordering, you know, they're going on and placing an order for full products. So they can go on and start something really simple for just $11, $19. And she's done this with lots of people. And I think it's just a fantastic idea to get products in people's hands, because once they try it, and you guys know, I mean, once people try this stuff, they're like, oh, I feel better. This is great. I noticed this. Then I know this sounds very, I got to be careful because I think that sounds drug dealerish. Give them a sample, let them try a little bit, and then they're hooked, right? But it's true. It is true. People try it. I mean, I just had a lady send me this whole like this long of a testimonial about the skincare. She's like, this is the best skincare I've ever used, and I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars. She's like, I don't know how you've made this, and like this is amazing skincare. Like my skin feels better, it looks better. This is awesome. So, and really, it was a friend of hers that let her try some stuff, and she sampled it, tried it, and then she went on and bought it. So, I'm a big believer in that. I love that. That's a fantastic way. Dada, congrats, way to go. You're doing awesome. Everybody is. I know everybody's working hard. It's summertime. You know, we got vacations, we got all sorts of things. I will steal this quote from one of my friends on here. She always says, if you're, you know, health is wealth, right? If you're not healthy, it doesn't matter, right? Those vacations aren't great. And so I'm working on that even myself. I've been taking our products as I always do, but I've implemented a new regime. I've lost a little bit of weight. So hopefully when you guys see me in October, you're going to see a skinnier Zane. Maybe my cheeks won't be quite so puffy. And and I'm not getting hair. No, I don't have anything to make the hair grow yet. Me, if I get a wig, maybe I'll get a wig. But I just want you guys to know we appreciate you, love you, and shout out to everybody that's working hard. I know you guys all are, but I just thought that was really cool when I see she goes on and gets people to buy some samples, and then I see they place orders, and it's just so fun to see. So appreciate you guys. Wednesday night, if you want to learn digital marketing and how to recruit people and build a business and not have to bug friends or family, it's a great opportunity. Wednesday night at 7, we'll send out an email. We'll also send out a text reminder and invite you all to that. Anybody that wants to get on it. And then, of course, if you want to put together a meeting, please let me know. We'll send somebody from the exec team, whether that's me or Deshelle. She's really good too. Keith, whatever. I mean, we would love to come see you guys and help promote anything we can to get more people involved. We have a mission, and it's a great mission to help. So have a good night, everybody. Have a great week. Let's just get this week kicked off straight, and let's grow. Let's grow.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.